Hi, everybody, and thank you for being a part of the show this Monday, the Monday before Christmas. And that's just a little bit scary to think about. The holidays are upon us, and so are some record setting temperatures. And we're going to go ahead and start on that note briefly tonight. Santa's going to be breaking out the Bermudas in a lot of the United States, especially the southeast. Temperatures are going to range in a great portion of the United States from the 50s, the 70s, maybe even the very, very low 80s in parts of the southeast, 15 to 30 degrees above normal. And it's all going to result in some different holiday traditions, maybe firing up the grill, possibly, instead of fixing the turkey. Maybe not to that extreme, but it could happen. Here in our little part of the world, we are looking at the entire forecast period. The low, as far as daytime highs, the lowest is Christmas Day at 63. I've got near 70 on several different occasions, and I do mean several. And I can't say cool spot, but once again, that low spot is a 63-degree Christmas Day. And there's also another trend that I hate to have to roll into that, and that is literally across the board, showers likely in each and every forecast day that I have, all the way through this time next week. So it's not a forecast that I think you're going to enjoy for the holidays, but it is one we'll cover in just a few moments. Today I'm trying to sugarcoat this as much as possible, the first day of winter. That's not what I'm going for, but it is also the shortest day of the year, which means they're only going to get longer from here on out. That's the one little bright spot I've got in the entire forecast and calendar, mind you. But we are officially now seated into winter, but it's not going to mean a thing on the forecast for quite some time to come. We'll get to all of that and more in just a few moments. Tonight's program will consist of a wonderful Christmas story. I'll take you to Johnson County, where we'll see thousands of kids, literally a couple of thousand kids and their families, for an annual event that turned out great. I got to fly in with Santa, made for a great story and just a great afternoon. And I've got a great report about some great accomplishments from some local cheerleaders as well, who did very well and represented us very greatly on the state level over the course of the weekend. We'll hear from their coach. I've got some calendar announcements for the holidays and some other things that you'll only see, promise, start to finish, you'll only see here right after these messages.
Brighten the holidays and beyond with a new friend, maybe one of our pets of the week. This is Buffy. She's a pit mix that will be great in any family. She's a little girl that will be great as an inside or outside dog. She was brought to the shelter as a puppy, so she's never had a real home. Maybe you could give her one for the new year. And this is Boomer. She's a 2-year-old calico that is the best lap cat you're ever going to meet. She'll be a great indoor cat for anyone that likes long evenings watching TV snuggled up on the couch. A beautiful cat for a perfect home. If you'd like to give them a forever home or to learn more about how to adopt, donate, or volunteer to walk, pet, or even transport an animal to the vet or to their new home, call Whiskers or Wags, the Johnson County Animal Shelter at 297-PETS.
Join me now as I take you to Premier Automotive in Paintsville. Before that, let me take you to the sky as I got to fly in with Santa as he landed right in the middle of Route 23. It was there that more than 2,000 kids and their families were waiting on Santa with a whole lot of gifts in tow for a whole lot of good little boys and girls. Join me now as we join Bruce Ritt and Brian Nelson and Max Bradford and a whole lot of other Santa's elves.
This Christmas story starts with an exclusive pre-flight interview with the man himself as we got ready to embark on the annual trip to Premier Automotive for a big Christmas with the kids.
Well, first of all, Ritt, Merry Christmas to you and all your listeners. I appreciate you so much. We're going to Premier Automotive today. Things are kind of tough around Eastern Kentucky, so Bruce and all the gang, lots and lots of contributors have helped us out, and we've brought a bunch of bicycles and toys for all these kids. It doesn't cost anything. They can come and take a picture with me. They can even eat for free today too. And it's all courtesy of Premier Automotive and all the sponsors that's helped us out. Of course, the reindeer are back at the North Pole getting ready for Christmas Eve because we've got a lot of work to do and the elves are busy. But the kids are so excited when I land and they see me and I've come to see them. You'll get brothers and sisters and just big smiles on their faces. And for some children, unfortunately, this is the biggest Christmas that they'll have. So we appreciate everybody so much for letting me come in and be a part of this with Premier Automotive.
How much fun is this out of all that you've got going on this time of year? How fun is this for you?
Oh, Rick, this is so exciting because these kids deserve so much. They work so hard, and Santa is super excited to be here today, just to put a smile on their face.
And there was no shortage of smiles or excitement. They started lining up at 6 o'clock that morning. They got something to eat while they were in line. They got to talk to Santa one-on-one. The kids got to draw a ticket. That ticket good for a brand new shiny bike or a big bag of toys of the same value. They've been doing this 40 years. They do it by raising money through radiothons, roadblocks, and donations from all across eastern Kentucky and elsewhere. And they do it so that all these kids have an extra special Merry Christmas. And they've also been doing it with the help of a man that was recognized officially for all of his work over the course of 4 decades. Bruce Ritt.
We want to give Bruce all the credit. He's done this for over 40 years. Thank you, Bruce.
Bruce is doing a wonderful job.
I think Bruce needs to say a little something.
Well, it takes.
We appreciate him from the bottom of our hearts. He's really done a lot for this community.
Well, it takes all the people out there to help. It's not just me. It's everybody. My family, the people that work here, Brian for letting us have it. You know. And hopefully we go 41.
Thank you. Well deserved, well deserved.
Max,
everybody give Bruce a big round of applause.
And as if Santa and all the food and all the fun and all the presents and all the bicycles weren't enough, well, there were some other unmistakable characters who helped steal the show as well.
I think push that button right there.
No. Yeah.
It's yours.
No, Mom got it.
And as far as the kids, well, the general consensus was that it was cool.
Chris and Kate.
So what did y'all think about it?
Cool. Cool.
How much fun have y'all had?
A lot.
Tell me about your bicycles.
They're cool. They're cool.
What was the coolest thing you think about all this?
That when the helicopter landed and smoke went up in everyone's face.
What's your name?
Trevor.
What do you want for Christmas, Trevor? That's why we're asking everybody today.
I want a Nerf gun.
Nerf gun?
So I can shoot my brother right in the head.
What's your name?
And something else that I'll say is pretty cool, that not natural disasters nor all the Grinches in the world can stop the Christmas spirit. And that the spirit is always spreading when you're around folks like these.
You know, we had a big flood, and you know the economy is bad. So, with auto brokers and Pop Chevrolet's help, letting us have us here for Christmas to kids, feeding them, whatever it takes. That's what we do.
We want to
He's
say
the main
Merry
man.
Christmas from Premier Automotive, Pop Chevrolet. It's a blessing to have 2,000 kids here to celebrate Christmas with. I mean, we want to keep Merry Christmas in the message, and we're grateful for the turnout, and thanks for you guys being here.
And I want to thank all of you for being here and for watching so I can show all this wonderful spirit of giving. And in closing, as Santa, I'm sure, is getting ready for his global flight on his sleigh with the 8 most famous reindeer, I think these words will wrap it up the best.
Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey, God is the reason for the season.
Other holiday news, I've got a few Christmas-related announcements that I'll pass along in tonight's community calendar. Also, we have a found in the lost and found category, and this small dog has been discovered with someone hoping to be able to find its owner and home.
I have a viewer who lives on or in the dry bread area there off 114 and says that this little dog has showed up at their house and they're pretty sure it's somebody's pet, and that as sweet as it is, somebody's probably missing their little pet. And I've got a phone number here for you if you have any idea, if it's yours, or have any idea who the owners are of this little pet, or who belongs to this little pet, I'll say. 349-8672. It's 349-8672, found in the dry bread area here in Magoffin. From Rumpke, they've got some scheduling change for the holidays. So here's how I try to make it where it would sound the simplest. They're running early on the eves. That's Christmas Eve this Thursday and New Year's Eve the following Thursday. They'll be running just be running extra early collecting garbage. They're off on the days. They're off Christmas Day and New Year's Day, with that garbage to be picked up on Saturday over the course of the weekend. So running early on the eves for the next 2 weeks, off on the days for the next 2 weeks, but picking up garbage on Saturday after Christmas and New Year's Day. Don't forget about the Country Ham Project. This is a great chance for families to learn about the process and the history and the science of curing hams. It's just $40. That gets you a ham, and then it gets you 2 to 3 meetings throughout the year that you can go and cure your ham. It'll be hanging in-house at the McGoffin County Extension Office, and then when it's done, well, you get the ham, you go home, and you've learned that much more for it. 349-3216. The catch is they have to have everybody registered by tomorrow. And then you can find out the first class or the first meeting. I'm not sure when that is, but call 349-3216. And the same number applies if you want to become McGoffin County's biggest loser for their annual McGoffin County Way Down. They meet every Monday, starting on January the 4th, so you got a few days, but they'll meet every Monday for 6 weeks, and they'll track your weight and then have some recipe tasting. There will be some optional and fun physical activity if you want to participate, and it's all in an effort, of course, to get healthy and, keep those New Year's resolutions going at least 6 weeks into the new year. Call 349-3216. Once again, their first meeting on the 4th. And if you've got birthdays, anniversaries, or any special announcements, or announcements like you just heard, let them be heard on our community calendar. You can mail, phone, fax, email, Facebook, any way you want to get them to us, get them in. And remember, you can catch programming in case you missed it or need to see it again on our website at yournewstoday.com. Turning to funeral service announcements, 51-year-old Joe Douglas Helton of Milton, Florida, passed away on the 18th. Formerly of McGoffin County, he was the son of Peggy Gamble Connolly and the late Holland Helton. Besides his mother, he's survived by a son, Christopher Joe, and daughters Crystal Renee Yates, Holly Michelle Smith, Kayla Jill Howard, and Melissa Helton. Visitation is this evening and up until services, which are set to start tomorrow afternoon at 1, all from the McGoffin County Funeral Home, with burial to take place at the Garland Helton Cemetery on Lick Creek thereafter.
McGoffin County Board of Education met last week. The Sackville City Council meets this evening, where I'm out the door to in just a few moments. And we've got some other reports that are in the works. We've been doing some interviews and things of that nature, and I hope to be able to air all of those before we leave you for the holidays. We'll get to those starting tomorrow. Tonight, well, let me show you what the South McGoffin Elementary cheerleaders did over the course of the weekend. For the second year in a row, well, they made it to state. And for the second year in a row, they made us proud.
They did it with this performance against 6 other teams competing in the All-Tech Arena at the Kentucky Horse Park, and with a second-place state finish. That's right, state runners-up, South McGoffin Elementary Cheer. And I found their coach via the telephone earlier today to tell me how much work went into such a wonderful performance and how proud they were.
We started our season back in June, practicing, getting ready for everything. October was our first competition over at the Mountain Arts Center. We competed at Hallowfest. We won our division in the 2.5 elementary, and then we also won grand champion there again. That was the second time in a row. Then our next competition, we did Cheers for the Holiday in Lexington. We won the elementary 2.5 division there, and we also won best choreography. That one was kind of special because we were up against high school teams, middle school teams, and to walk away with a special recognition was a huge honor. We did the K-Pop the 15th region competition. That was a couple of weeks ago. That was held at Prestonsburg High School. We won our division, which is what landed us on state. Each time that we competed, if you watched every one of our performances, you never saw the same routine twice. Each time we were adding more stuff, more difficulty. As the season went on, I had more girls who were getting better in their tumbling classes, so we were continuously making things harder, and just that difficulty level, being pushed so hard, those girls, the drive they had to want to win is what landed us there yesterday. It was just a great way to end a very hard season. We've had to overcome a lot of things starting off, and just to walk away with runner-up state elementary title was just a great way to end a very hard season. middle school, who will be missed terribly. I have Carly Arnott, Carly Howard, Brianna Cole, Maddie Howard, Lauren Whitaker, Mackenzie Bailey, Kara Paul, Hannah Prater, Skylar Porter, J.C. Collins, Kaylee LeMaster, Kaylee Carty, Alexis Ticklefalmer, Kennedy Fletcher, Kenzie Grace McCoy, and Gabby Gayhart. They were thrilled. You know, last year was our first season competing, and we got fourth place in the state, which, you know, wasn't bad, but it still wasn't what they wanted. So, yeah, to get a little bit closer to that state title was very sweet for those girls. They were thrilled.
And we're thrilled for them. I want to thank Adrian. She was literally trying to catch up on some Christmas shopping and took time to stop and talk to me over the phone. I'm not sure which parent shot the video that forwarded it to me. I want to thank you as well, just trying any way we could to get that story out. Well, the story of your weather forecast powered by Licking Valley RECC is a warm and wet one through the holidays. We're talking about upwards of an inch, maybe 2 inches of rain just between now and Christmas, and that's not going to be the entire rain event. So tonight, showers, a low of 52, 65 on your Tuesday, mostly cloudy, and showers are likely. 40% chance to start off your Tuesday. Those chances increase as Tuesday rolls on. Getting into your Wednesday, midweek, Christmas Eve, showers likely again, and this is where the temperatures are going to stand. If we could get a break in that cloud cover and see a little sun, we would definitely break some records and still may. We're talking 69 and a low of 60 degrees, a 9-degree swing on Wednesday. Cloudy, wet, and there's just no way to really sugarcoat this one at all. Christmas Eve, ditto, showers likely, clouds, another 69 near 70-degree day. Nighttime lows dipping down into the upper 40s, but not going very far. We'll have the showers stick around. Friday looks to be the coolest day. Once again, Christmas Day, is the coolest day. Friday, which is Friday, that's correct. 63 degrees for your Christmas Day and a low of 53. Mostly cloudy, showers again on your Christmas, and that tune will sing all the way through your weekend. Saturday, 69. Sunday, 66. We've got mid-60s all the way through next week. Showers or chance thereof not ending through Monday.
Up for tonight, not much time to get as much news as I have in before we leave you for Christmas, so be sure and join us tomorrow for another edition of Your News Today. Thank you, Merry Christmas, and have a good night.